There we go. I didn't know if I was on the video or not, but here it is. So I've mostly been doing videos about Riley and about, I guess, other subjects more than, for lack of a better term, the political situation in this country right now, mostly because I've been blogging about it, and mostly also because I've been tweeting and all that whatnot. And besides, I have to be kind of careful with what I say and do in terms of the political situation, just because, well, it's a long story short, let me put it that way. And so, at least I'll say this much. I've said this on Twitter and Facebook and all that whatnot, so it's not a real secret. I wrote in John Kasich for president, and actually I probably did not mention this before. Or if I did, I said I was going to do it, but I didn't say I did it. So if I didn't say it before, I'm going to say it now. I wrote in John Kasich for president and Mitt Romney for vice president, and I'm certainly not happy that the two nominees were Biden and Trump. Though I will say that I hope that, if nothing else, what comes out of all this is a huge revival, and that people realize that neither Trump nor Biden nor any other politician is going to save. Only God saves, and only God can restore souls. And I guess too, that's been part of it, kind of relates to the hard part of some just what's been going on, seeing so much godlessness and so much, just, I guess, for lack of a better term, general wickedness just related around that. Just a hatefulness and divisiveness and other... I mean, how else do I put it? It's just been a rough couple of months just in general. And, of course, around the hatefulness and the divisiveness, people not wanting to follow the COVID regulations and basically having this attitude of, oh, blank you, I can do whatever I want, and keeping the rest of us in a very precarious position. And, of course, disadvantaging those of us who are already in precarious positions as is. And for me, I can tell you that, for lack of a better term, the isolation that's just come with everything has not been easy at all. And I say that because, of course, and I made no secret of this, I've talked about my depression and ADD and OCD and anxiety, and that's been severely affected by just everything that's been going on. And, of course, other people have had it even worse. Some people have died as a result of their mental illnesses. And I know that, of course, some people are going to say, well, yeah, they committed suicide, or, oh, well, yeah, they overdosed and all that. But you know what? It's as the author of the blog, Pop Kassid, put it, it's not actually that you die by suicide or that you die by a drug overdose or whatever. He, of course, put it more explicitly. He was talking about a more explicit case about Robin Williams. He said that Robin Williams did not kill himself, depression did. And, of course, a more general point at which he was driving is that it's not really suicide or overdoses or this or whatever that can be listed as the cause of death. It's really the depression or the drug addiction or whatever else. And so, at least so far, for lack of a better term, I've been lucky enough to not end up in that place yet. There are times where I have been driven by suicidal temptation and all that, and I even checked myself into the hospital on July 28th of this year. So I gotta say that just because of all that, I've not been as active in doing the regular YouTube videos, the regular commentaries, and then, as I said too, it's also kind of a long story, so I assume that some people, of course, are thinking, what about that and what about this? And so, yeah, if you want details on that, just private message me on that, because I can't necessarily go into that. Although I would if I could. I mean, I can't go into that publicly, let me put it that way. So anyway, there's that, and of course I noticed some people were saying, well, didn't you go into too much already as it is anyway? Why would you want to go into the other stuff? Well, for lack of a better term. And I know that some people are going to say, oh, I can't believe you used that phrase. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's been used for a long time. And also, people in my life have used this phrase well before certain other people have used it. So, for lack of a better term, based on, okay, maybe I went too much into this or too much into that or whatever. But I'm not going to be dishonest about why I've not been as active in terms of just giving updates and all that. And for lack of a better term, it is what it is. And, well, there's that. And what can I say?